Well, we finally have our hands on the Jimny, and we're just going to do a quick walk around and tell you a little bit more about this rather exciting vehicle coming to us from Maruti Suzuki and Nexa. So we're out here in Dehradun, and as you can see, we're in a riverbed, and that's a great place to be test driving a Jimny and understanding its 4x4 prowess. But in terms of what you get, as you can see, it's got that beautiful upright stance, very much like you would expect from a nice off-roader. Very short uh, front overhangs, and even if I move to the rear, you can see that the rear overhang is just almost nothing, and you actually get a great brake over angle as well. Compared to the three-door, of course, they've extended the wheelbase to accommodate for a little extra space, but we're talking about great approach angles, departure angles, a nice brake over angle as well, and 210 mm of ground clearance. So they've kept it rather capable, and I think that's what's the USP of the Jimny, is that it is your quintessential off-roader, and it does look quite stunning. I mean, when you take a look at it, you can see that despite the increase in length, it still looks very proportionate. And I don't know if a lot of you know this, but the Gypsy that we had was actually a Jimny in other countries. So you can actually see a little bit of those remains over here as well. This touch over here, the way the bonnet line looks, it's very Gypsy-ish in that sense. So you've got that little nostalgia value going for you out here in India, especially if you've been one of those guys who's driven a Gypsy or rallied a Gypsy. It's just one of those fantastic vehicles. And the Jimny takes on from there and gives you a nice, robust, youthful SUV that looks absolutely striking. So great wheels. I love how the alloys look. Very stunning, and it rides on 15-inch rims. So you got a tire size of 195/80 R15, and that's what it rides on. Very suitable for the Jimny. I'm quite sure there's going to be a lot of people out there who are going to look at upsizing or going for a slightly wider track on it, because when you look at the wheels over here, you can see that they are a little narrow, but we have been off-roading with it out here, and these tires have been holding up very well. So I personally don't really have a massive complaint about the wheels, but if you are looking at more serious off-roading, you want to get into looking at some MTs on it. It will be interesting to see how people soup up their Jimnys once it's out in the market. Speaking of which, June 7th is the launch date, and June 7th is also when we get to know the price of the Jimny. And they've already got about 30,000 bookings. So if you're looking for one, you might want to go and make that booking real quick. But it is a very exciting vehicle. It is something that really puts a smile on your face when you get behind the wheel. Under the hood, you're talking about getting the K-Series 1.5 liter engine that Maruti has had in their lineup. You can either get it with a 4-speed automatic, or you get it with the manual. And the engine does about 104 PS of power. So, we're talking about a rather neat amount of power. What is obviously key is the power to weight ratio that the Jimny has, and that's what gives it its 4x4 prowess. Get inside, you can see that everything is purpose built. So you've got a nice grab rail over here. Of course, when you're off-roading and you've got a passenger with you, they need something to hold on to for dear life. So that's the grab rail over there. You've got AC, you've got these nice retro looking controls for all of that. Your front window control, your hill descent control, your ESP is over here. Your rear buttons for the windows, if you want to control them from the driver's seat, is over here. This is the automatic that we have, and so you see you get the L, 2, D, all those selections as well. Again, they come handy when you're going off-roading. And that's your 4x4 shifter. Let me try and give you a better view. So you got 4 high, 4 low, and of course 2 high. Very neat looking, very well done. It feels very well appointed as well. And being your quintessential sort of off-road machine, you can clean it out with a little bit of water as well. So yeah, the interiors are water resistant. The big question that everybody's had is space at the back. Now, I should tell you that I'm 6'2", so the front seats are actually set at my driving position. And you can see that there's actually rather decent leg room over here in the back. Uh, I've got my bags back here, so let me see if I can move my backpack out of the way to give you a slightly better look. Yeah, there you go. So you've got rather decent legroom. It is a little upright in terms of the overall seating position, but pretty practical if you ask me. The other bit is you do get enough boot space. So I own a Mahindra Thar, and it's a three-door, and we all know the story of the amount of boot space that you get in that. So the Jimny definitely scores big over the Thar in this one department right here, from the get-go. And that hint of practicality is definitely needed. We have fold-down seats, so you got the whole flexi seating thing. And back here, you've also got a nice power port, so comes in handy if you go camping and for all your outdoorsy stuff. The other thing about the Jimny, when it comes to going outdoors and living the great outdoor life, is you can actually move the seat forward, and when you recline it completely, whoops, hang on, let me get some help over here. And when you recline it completely, you can actually make it into a nice lounge. So you can sit in the back and stretch your legs out. You're out camping somewhere. This is one of those features that is definitely a nice touch with the Jimny. But getting back to what this vehicle is all about, it is about going off-roading. It is about enjoying that element of life where you can really just break free, get away from the clutter, be out in a place like this, and just let loose. And it does it with such finesse that it wins you over. So that's our quick rundown on the Jimny. Of course, like I said, prices will be out in June 7th to be exact. Expectations are high. Everybody is guessing. People we've spoken to, it goes, everybody's guess is from 10 lakhs onwards. I think 10 lakhs is a little too ambitious a price for the Jimny. But I would think that if it comes out in that 13 to 14 lakh range, we're looking at a vehicle that a lot of people would definitely go in for. And speaking of which, it is equally at home in the city as well. It's got those compact dimensions, great for parking, great for tooling around in the city. You don't have to worry about a speed breaker ever again in your life. And it's frugal too. Maruti said it delivers around 16 plus in terms of kilometers to the liter. So that's for the manual and the automatic. And in real world conditions, it'll come down a couple of notches, but still very efficient. So you've got that going for you as well. A great looking vehicle, a lot of fun out here. We do have a full review of the Jimny coming out as well, so stay tuned for that. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you have questions about the Jimny, do comment below and let me know. I do answer each and every comment that comes in on the Motorscribes YouTube channel. So feel free to write in, and I will do my best to answer your queries. And if I can't find the answer, I do reach out to the companies as well and try and get them to help out with giving me an answer. So I look forward to hearing back from all of you.